If you've clicked on this video, I'm assuming that you are either fed up or you're ready. Either you're fed up with the way that you feel, or you're fed up with not being able to achieve the health and wellness goals that you want to, or you are ready to finally transform into your healthy lifestyle, you are ready to glow, you're ready to feel good in your skin, or obviously both. I know everyone says, okay, 2025, new year, new me, but actually, can we put the cliches to the side and all of the repeated new year, new me quotes? You can actually change in 2025. You can actually have a healthy lifestyle in 2025 and 2026 and 2027 and beyond. I know one of the biggest things that we set goals on tends to be weight loss goals, weight gain goals, health and wellness goals, whatever. And a lot of times we don't achieve it or we fall off the wagon, but it's because you're thinking of things the wrong way and you're executing the wrong way. As somebody who has made health and wellness their personality for way over a few years, here are the tips I have to help you not just achieve health and wellness goals or achieve a healthy lifestyle goal, but to make it your personality from this year and on. Welcome back to the creation of her. If glowing up, lifestyle creation, setting goals, relationship advice, all of the above, and closing the gap between your current self and the person that you want to be is your vibe, then make sure to follow or subscribe from wherever you're watching. This is available on YouTube and on podcast platforms so that you can see and hear more from me and level up your life. Okay, let's get into how you are finally going to achieve a healthy lifestyle in 2025. Number one, boo-boo, you have to get rid of the all or nothing mindset. And when you have this ingrained in you, I'm telling you now, it's hard, because even me, I still struggle with some all or nothing things. But if you don't get a hold of that horse, it will take its toll on you. The all or nothing mindset is the thing that will make you, let's say if you start some kind of diet or clean eating and then you go and eat a brownie, then you're like, okay, well, whatever, let me just eat all the brownies in the tray. Or if you started a new gym routine, but you miss one day, then you'll be like, well, whatever, let me just skip the whole week. Us wellness girlies are not doing that, okay? In fact, once you make it your personality, it feels good to get back on track after 1-2 days or maybe even a week of falling off the wagon. Like when I go on vacation, don't get me wrong, I fully enjoy it. If I can work out as well, then I work out. But if I can't, that's fine. And on the last days of my vacation, I'm itching to get back into my routine. I don't beat myself up. I don't feel a need to just eat all of the junk on vacation because I can, because no, that's not how it works. You can have balance in your everyday life. You can have balance on the weeks where things are busy or not that normal. You can have balance on vacation. It is not all or nothing. You can always enjoy and you can always be disciplined. If one day doesn't go as planned, if 1 week doesn't go as planned, if even 1 month doesn't go as planned, you don't see it as the end all be all. You learn to give yourself grace and pick yourself back up when needed. Just because 1 hour of your day didn't go to plan doesn't mean you're not going to let the rest of the hours serve you. Ditch the all or nothing mindset. It will not serve you in 2025. But number 2 is that whole foods always win. This year, I'm sure there will be a new fad diet that comes out, the same as next year. Maybe there will be 3 new fad diets that come out. But if you guys didn't get the memo, besides like calorie restriction and stuff, things like keto, like paleo, like carnivore, I mean, they work for their own separate reasons, right? But a lot of times they work, they're effective, and they help you get healthier because they're limiting processed food, sugars, and all of the crap, basically. However, is that what's sustainable for you? And is that what's enjoyable for you long term? At the end of the day, whole foods will always win. It's always best to go back to basics because just like style, fad diets will come in and out, but whole foods will always win. If you want to eat healthier, if you want to be a clean eater, but you don't really know what that means, you don't know how to carry that out, just focus on whole foods. Okay, but what are whole foods? Whole foods are things that are just one ingredient. An apple is one ingredient. Meat is one ingredient, unless it's like processed deli meat that is multiple ingredients. So that would not necessarily be a whole food. And of course, this is not a strict rule. It's just that maybe most of the time, whether it's 70% of the time, 80% of the time, you're focusing on whole foods. So that could look like a breakfast with eggs and avocado and maybe even throw in some sourdough bread and then like berries on the side. When it comes to food and feeling good in your body, just stick to the basics. Focus mostly on whole foods and reducing, you don't have to completely cut out, but reducing junk food. Baby steps, okay? Number 3 is trying to reduce things that prevent you from hearing your natural hunger cues and overall body cues. So the wellness girlies, we have a balance of discipline, but also listening to your body. If we're about to get our period, yes, we might have a discipline to go to the gym every day or every other day, but on that day that we're not feeling the best, either we skip the gym or we go to the gym and just do something very light like yoga, stretching, light weights, right? It's a balance between the discipline and the listening to your body. But the listening to your body part, especially as a woman, is very, very important. And this also ties into eating. We have to be able to listen to our internal hunger and fullness cues, because calorie counting, macro counting, calorie restriction, and all of that might not be what's sustainable for us long term and can lead to backlash like binging, emotional eating, or whatever. So the majority of us have similar things that reduce our ability to hear these cues, and for others of you it might be like more specific, but usually it will be things like lack of sleep, which is a huge inhibitor. I don't know about you, but I simply cannot trust myself when I don't sleep. Like my thoughts are off, I have crazy body dysmorphia, I just want to eat everything, I feel like I'm hungry but really I'm tired. So lack of sleep, but also highly processed and highly palatable foods will not help you hear your internal body cues. And it's okay to have these kinds of foods, in moderation, as long as you're aware that it's going to hinder your natural satisfaction cues, because they are literally engineered to make you want more. Another thing is overconsumption of media. Sometimes you're scrolling and your phone tells you what you want instead of your body telling you what you want. Because online there are a lot of people that are going to tell you what you should think, how you should eat, how you should work out, how you should feel, instead of you sitting back and letting your body tell you what you need. And that kind of ties into number 4, which is reducing the friction. When it comes to starting a healthy lifestyle, you need to identify what's getting you in the way. What has been getting you in the way this past year, and is why you're setting all these goals to have a healthy lifestyle in 2025. And really think about it. Is it your friends? Is it how much time you're spending on your phone? Is it your limiting beliefs? Is it your household or your environment? How can you reduce the friction? I'll give you some examples. When I was living at home, I started going to the grocery store with my mom and buying my own healthy snacks, or I started telling her, hey, look, like I actually don't want to eat this kind of stuff. I want to eat more like this. And if she couldn't cook it for me, then I learned to cook and I would cook it for me. Whether it was during vacation or during quarantine when there wasn't a gym, I couldn't work out, I would find videos online. If one of my healthy habits is to wake up earlier, but I keep snoozing my alarm, then okay, I started charging my phone at night in a place that was out of reach. So now the friction was removed of snoozing my alarm because I physically couldn't, and now I had to get up to turn off my alarm, and now I was up for the day. If the friction is clubbing and going out and it's just not aligning for you anymore, set limits. Maybe if you're still in that phase, maybe like you're in your first year of uni or whatever, then you just set a limit. Okay, you just go clubbing maybe once a week. Where is there friction in your lifestyle and how can it be reduced? Number 5, make things convenient. Your life right now is probably convenient for you, which is why you're upholding it. But if health and wellness is going to be your personality in 2025 and afterwards, now that lifestyle has to start being convenient for you. If your goal is to cook 3 healthy meals a day, but you know that your lifestyle long term does not align with that, it's going to be super inconvenient and you are not going to stick with it. For me, when it comes to eating healthy, for example, I meal prep like maybe every 3 days, and I don't meal prep all my meals. I just either meal prep ingredients or I meal prep a couple meals, and I have my go-to quick healthy meals. So if I don't have anything prepared, I know on the top of my head what I can cook really quickly. So healthy eating for me is already the most convenient thing. I also go to the gym every day, but there's a gym downstairs. If I had booked a gym that was like 30 minutes from my house, I'm sorry, but I simply would not go every day because it would be so inconvenient for me. Maybe going to the gym is not convenient for you, but you still want to be active. So is walking convenient for you? Are videos in the morning, like workout videos in the morning, convenient for you? What is convenient for you? If you struggle to drink water, can you buy a bigger water bottle and just put it in your head, okay, I just need to fill this up 2 or 3 times a day and my water is good for the day? When it comes to your healthy habits, try to make everything as convenient for you as possible. I know we've all heard if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, but there is so much truth to that. Now, when it comes to a healthy lifestyle, I don't like to put all of the importance on food, but it is kind of important. It's important with food, 1, to nourish your body in ways that make you feel good and also not to be too perfect. That's why I say you should have at least 1 prepped or planned meal per day, and along with that have at least 1 nutritious meal per day, which will usually be your planned or prep meal, because like why would you like prep junk food? But if you could stick to that rule, maybe like in the beginning of the week you only prep your breakfast, or you only prep your lunches, your brunches, whatever, you will know that every single day you have at least 1 nutritious meal that does not have a lot of effort put to it because it's already prepped, or planned. This means if you're eating 3 meals a day, guaranteed you are already eating healthy 33% of the time. Then on top of that gets you into the habit of eating healthy. It accustoms your taste palate of eating things that are good for you. And you're probably going to up that to maybe 66% of the time if you eat like 2 nutritious meals. Do not underestimate the power of at least 1 planned, prepped, nutritious meal per day. I feel like the reason a lot of us fail in the new year is because we start these like super meticulous, perfect diets, and we tell ourselves that we're going to eat healthy every single meal, every single day of the year. And then one day goes bad, 1 week goes bad, and then you just throw in the towel. Stop trying to focus on being so perfect. Stop trying to focus on drastically changing the way that you eat. What is it that you actually want? Do you want to be a sustainably healthy, glowing queen? Or do you want to follow the lead of 80% of people who try and start a crazy diet and then end up gaining more weight or just feeling worse about themselves? Work smarter, not harder, and start little by little without all this intense pressure on yourself. I promise you, your results will be much better. Number 7, stop trying to tell your body what it needs and let your body tell you what it needs. Please do not do a workout if it hurts. Do not force yourself to do sprints or to do a HIIT workout if you're already under so much stress. If you're feeling sick, do not go to the gym. If you're nearing the end of your cycle and your body is craving carbs, don't try to overload it on protein. Let yourself have some carbs. You gotta build that progesterone, babes. Like I said before, the wellness girlies are balancing discipline and listening to their body. And let's not get confused now. I know your body is not asking you to eat every single snack in your pantry. And I know it's not asking you to skip the gym for the entire month, but learning little by little to get in tune with your body, you will understand it when it's talking to you. So honor your body either when it's telling you that you need to rest or when it's telling you to expend more energy, because if not, you're going to learn to resent having a healthy lifestyle. Number 8, learn about gentle nutrition and make it kind of like a principle of your life. Like I said, I think one of the biggest lessons that I learned in 2024 is that all or nothing mindset or just trying to be perfect when it comes to your healthy lifestyle is going to lead to that backlash, and it's going to lead to you just doing extremes like binge eating or over exercising or overworking or under eating, underworking, under exercising. So just learn about gentle nutrition, gentle wellness, and kind of make it like a little passion project for you. Make it like your little hobby. Listen to podcasts that explain like why seed oils are bad for you. And it doesn't mean that you're never going to eat out where they cook with seed oils, but maybe you'll reduce the seed oils in your own house. Learn about inflammatory foods, learn about anti-inflammatory foods, learn about different workouts that could suit you best. Let it be gentle guidelines. You don't have to be perfect, but you can make it kind of like a topic of interest instead of something that you dread. Because you have to come with the mindset that nobody's forcing you to do anything. It's more of a choice because you're a queen, and a queen makes choices. Nobody is going to sit here and tell a queen what to do. Nobody is going to sit and tell a queen what she can or can't eat. Nobody is going to tell a queen when she has to work out or when she can't work out. She makes those decisions for herself, and that is what you're doing. You wanting to live a healthy lifestyle is all about choice. And you choose it because it interests you and it makes you feel good. So now just learning about all these little health things here and there, it's a topic of interest for you. Let wellness be your little passion, let it be your little hobby, and learn to love learning. And number 9, I feel like a huge mistake that people make when they're trying to build a healthy lifestyle is that they neglect their sleep, or they're thinking of sleep in the wrong way. So obviously we know that we need sleep, or we're told that we need sleep, but a lot of times we will put in so many habits. We will work out 5 times a week. We will eat a perfect healthy diet, but we're neglecting our sleep. Boo boo, you got it all twisted, because sleeping is when you heal. Sleeping is when all of your work throughout the day, embeds into your body. It's when your body can help everything take its full effect. So if you neglect your sleep, all of your work is like practically being thrown away. And rest is what helps our muscles repair. It's what helps our digestive system repair. It helps our brain repair, and it helps us be productive and clear-minded for the next day. And when I say people are thinking of sleep in the wrong way, I feel like we're always told, for example, wake up earlier. But I have a different belief, and I think that instead of focusing on waking up earlier, you should be focusing on sleeping earlier. Because you can still go to sleep late and wake up early, but then you don't have that much rest and you're not clear-minded and focused for the next day. But if you instead throw away the whole getting up earlier part and start focusing on how you can go to sleep earlier, obviously you're naturally going to start waking up earlier, and you're going to be well rested because you're getting an adequate amount of sleep. Sleep is important. Prioritize rest, but make sure you're thinking of it in the right way. And waking up early can be super helpful, especially for productivity, but not if you're not getting enough rest. Okay, so those are my main tips for starting a healthy lifestyle in 2025. Notice how it was simple, effective changes. It wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't anything drastic, because maturing is realizing that that crap will never work. And I know in the new year, we are so motivated to just go and do everything and be super extreme. But please look at the statistics for a second and know that that probably will never work. 2025, we are implementing small, sustainable, effective changes, and you're gonna see how big those results are. Okay, love you, bye.